all my examination. Cambridge voculary. We are going to have to discuss about the voculary session Cambridge book. Chapter number 1, Human Nature, Character and Physiology. Character. Look at the following and add adjectives and the decided if any of them the apply to you. And the talkative and the eccentrics and the cheerfuls and decisive and the clumsy. 1.2. Not listen to three pupils and decided who they are the talkings about the choose and the objectives and in the 1.1 and describe that the person and then complete the sentence. Speaking one is the describe his who sounds. Speaking two is describe her and who sounds but describe. Speaker third is the describe his who sounds. 1.3. Write the objectives in the box in the correct parts of the time of the tables and annexes and the apprehensive assertives, calmings, cheerfuls and clummy and cynicals and egotisticals and gullibles and self-confidence and self the consciousness and sensibles and tactful and well like some objectives and which the describe the character use the prefix and self and well the choose between the self and the well and form the each of the following objectives adjective and the write the new and the adjective below. Observe adjusted and the assumed and behave and braid the brought up centre confidence and congratulatory and disparatory and distressed educated important informed managed and brilliant round self or well. Positive qualities or negative qualities. The following adjective describe the positive qualities and add the prefix and to make them the negative. Considerate, sententive and decided the patient and reliable. 2.1. A student has the field in this the mind map and make other mind map and about the yourself and use it to the practice talking about the yourself and for 1 to the 2 minutes and me. Some pupils think I am the little and bit to the clues me. I am always the dropping think so. I had described myself as a pretty well and the rounded person and really because at time I can be the less than the patient and especially when someone I am glad I am not and the unrealizables and I get really irritated and by the people who I wish and I was the less sensitive about. I wish and I was more the self confidence and I had the havings to the speak in the public and vocabulary note. If you are other visuals learners and making other mind map and can help you to the learn either list of vocabulary into other single image in which you are the more and likely to the members. 2.2 Complete the sentence and characters. Use the following characters plurals forms of personality character and characterized. She always the life and souls of the parties and because and she has the such a the bodily dedicated commitment and knowledge are all of the good teachers. I don't believe the said and that I would be the really out of. I didn't get along with my the business and partner because our class. Children may the deplete and of either and there's the parents. 2.3 In part 2 of the ilets speaking test and you have to the talk on other given topic and for us to up to the 2 minutes and use the language and ideas in your mind and map to the answer and thus the question and make other recording yourself if possible. Describe other friend you have now and for other long time and you should talk about how long you have now and them and how you meet them and their the personality and character and what you have in common and sayings the what you like doing together, and you will have to talk about the topics and for 1 or 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think and the abouts and what you are the goings to say, and you can make the some notes and to help you if you the wish. Test tip: after two parts of the speaking test, and you may be the asked and one or the two roundings and of the questions, and do you the stills and see this the persons, and do you the often make new friends and the examines and can ask thus the questions and to help you the extended your speaking time. Listener to hear the recordings and the checks there is no the hesitations and in the middles and of the sentence, and that your the pronunciations is clear, and check the ranges of the vocabularies in your answer and make sure and there is not and to the much petty repetitions. And physiology, human nature. Human nature. Read the passage below and are the following statement and true or false, and before you answer and the highlighted and underline the question. Answer key. करा कब नन्या डाइपर हो तो फिर का बात होती नन्या अरे तो वो जब इन तो दंग मुड़ा ना पहना देती हो तो अरे यार false or true and giving you are the answer and the highlighted or the underline and the part of the passage and you thinks will give you your answer. There are no tricks and involved in truth and false, and not giving the questions is the information and not the actually, and they are not and giving or it is the same and as or the oppositions of the information in the question, true or false. The Anu study. False, and it is the founded that the adolescent and show the beings populations and beings the very different things. False, false, true, true, false. The Anu study and the show and that the most and the younger poets and in the carveras and wish they the wares and pollution false. According to the Mr. Hawks and population students and may looks down and on the others students truth. According to the Mr. Hawks and the population students and can the appraved others from the learning truths, and according to the Mr. Hawks and student and you will the like and train to the mix and with the others and with the false. Would you prefer to be the populars and Bell Wings, Bell liked and A the new study and from the Australian National University and ANU and has shown that for the Canberras and young pupils and beings the Bell liked and is much more the desirables and than beings populars and being the populars and does not the always and means, and you are well like and the study and why the Stephenics Hawk and A the PhD and candidate and in the clinics physiologies and aid the ANU and looked at the nearly and 200 years and 9 and the years 11 students and from the across the Canberras. It found that the adolescents and show the wings and populars and wings well the likes and as to the various different things and that youngs and pupils and the may not see the popularly and as other desirable traits. The research has been and released as other part of the national physiologies and week, and it is the first and Australian study to address the issues of the popularities and what it means and to youth the pupils and both boys and girls agrees that the many pupils and the teenagers and are like dislikes and by the years and groups as other wholes and shared the Mr. Hawk. MS Hawk, and this can be the for several and reason and which can the bullying and having and the attitude of the superiority and the disrupting and the classrooms and those the student who are the described as being the both populars and well the like manage to balance and their the high social status and this with positive qualities and with is the wings and kind and friendly. The study also found out that there was other complicated and relationship between the both individuals and groups and popularities and how thus were the perceived and by the student, and once the interesting and the find is that the popular students are the likely and to belongs and to the popular groups, and this was the contrasted and with well the liked and students who were much less and the likely and to the belongs and to the group of well liked and peers and shared the Mr. Hawks, and it seems that the wings populars and is about and the groups and that you fit into whereas the wings and well the liked and is about the individuals and persons and inherited characteristics. Almost all of the students and interviews and shared that they are could prepare to be the now as well as the Lincoln and opposition. Paraphrase. Paraphrase. Now found words on the paraphrase and in the passage and with other similars and meanings to the word in the italics in the 3.1 practice questions. Section 4 and the question 1 silicon question 10 was completed. And remember that although past view of intelligence and thought to be the only and one types and could be the essential and thought and the IQ test. Current views more than one types of the intelligence and thus can be the seen in 1 hours. Uses in education. Time for other change. Time and change. Answer the questions. How your the attitude to yours the free times and changes the scene you were other child and what way and what value in theirs and in the teachings history to the children and what is the best way to the learn about the history and do you the think elders pupils are more the increased in the past and then the child are why and why not and what influences do you think and the past has over the persons. 4. Listen to two people and answering the questions and in 1.1 and which the questions are they the answerings. Speakers 1 and speakers 2 and the collocations. And now listening again and note the expressions and connected with the times and you may need to listen and several times and or the read and according to the script for it the back of the book. Do the word in the box and refers to the past or the present. Retrospects and contemporary and bygone and immediately precipitating current and topically and stated quaro. Collocations. Complete the sentence and word the box in the use other dictionaries and to help you and to check collocations and with the words in bold. Listen to a talk about the archaeologicals and complete the summaries and using no and more than the 2 words and for each the answers and year before the arrivals of ours the ancestors and who were the of colonial times and unsigned sources and the lived in the lake areas and some the places and archaeologists and have the discovered the remains of the unsigned society and lived in the lake. The Pharisees and now the listening again and the note the words and the Pharisees and with other similar meanings and to the word in the italic in the similarly change the word exchange and can the collocated and with all the objectives and in the box and do the objectives and mean the large or the small changes and the enormous and minutes and total the dramatics and the modest and complete the immense graduals profound and extraordinary sweepings and minors and treasures and in infinitestimate and moderate the drastics and the straight and major hug. The adjective in the box and can the describe the major the natures or the speed of the change and highlight or the underline the synonyms of the change changes in the sentence and below. Then complete the sentence and which the objected from the box. Smooth, gradual, turbulent and the approved shouldn't repeatedly temporary.